I'm 100% dry land. We don't have any irrigation on our farm.
Phillip Melvin is a dryland farmer in the Chipola River Basin. Unlike operations with traditional irrigated cropping systems, dryland farmers work land without the infrastructure that is needed for irrigation. To be successful, land with deep soil and good water holding properties is needed, but more importantly, they must use a variety of best management practices, or BMPs, that conserve soil moisture for crop growth. Among the BMPs that support dryland farming are the use of GPS technology for nutrient management, conservation tillage to minimize soil disturbance, and cover cropping to enhance the quality of the soil.
We started using cover crops about 4 or 5 years ago. Cover cropping is the process of planting a crop after your harvest for termination in the spring to plant back into again. The effort is minimal going in the fall. The benefits are whenever you come back in the spring with that, preparing that seed bed, it increases the speed of being able to get the next crop in on your land prep. The cover crop cuts down on the erosion, helps soil fertility over the winter months, and increases the organic matter, basically, for nutrient uptake.
In the spring, in preparation for planting, Melvin will cut down the cover crop and turn it back into the soil using another BMP known as conservation tillage.
We run conservation tillage. Last year we bought an inline disc harrow. So instead of with a conventional disc rolling everything over, it's inline and we're getting our tillage done without having to turn the dirt over. So you're only disturbing that seed bed for that 14 inches wide in a 36-inch row. The other part of the ground is not disturbed, so therefore you're not losing that organic matter by aerating the ground. Some of the biggest benefits is the erosion control and then the increase in organic matter in the soil, which helps with your water uptake, your runoff, and your nutrient dispersion through the soil to the plant.
Whether you field cultivating or whether you're dissing or whether you're planting, you can still have the GPS system, which is a benefit to you.
Schedrick McGriff has been farming in Jackson County since 1985. Over the years, he has seen marked improvements in his yields and his bottom line using BMPs. By incorporating technology like GPS on his farm, McGriff has been able to practice precision agriculture, allowing for more accurate spraying, tilling, and planting. McGriff has maximized efficiency and saved on the cost of inputs, such as fertilizer, by focusing on nutrient management.
Using the GPS guidance system, it makes if you plowing with a 26-foot disc, you can keep it pretty accurate. Just driving by hand, if you got a 26-foot disc, you're overlapping. Sometimes you may be overlapping 2 foot, sometimes you may overlap more, and with the GPS system, it keeps you at an accurate length on whatever you're pulling behind you. For me, I finally got to use one on another farmer's farm, and it sold me right then. So I put in to get one, and I was allowed to get one, and so I'm trying to get the second one to put on both tractors so we can both have GPS on the tractor.
The GPS, it really cuts down on the human error, and you maximize every square foot of every acre with the GPS capabilities. I've talked to some other farmers that they'll plant twin row with a single row planter by planting and then turn around and moving over 2 inches and planting again without having to buy another piece of equipment.
You save money, and you save time, and you save diesel fuel when you go across the field because you got your GPS system, and if you use GPS one time, you never want to drive a tractor again without it.
So we would do grid samples, and with the grid samples, all that data goes back in on your soil sample, and then it's run back through the machine and is put out based on what that 2-acre grid needs so the buggy adjusts as you're going down through the field for lime, fertilize, any nutrient application.
When you take a grit soil sample, it's like taking a chart of the soil. You got different areas where it may call for 300 pounds, you may have an area where it calls for 100 pounds, so doing grid sampling, you can put that amount of fertilizer in that particular spot. When that grid system, when the buggy go over it, it automatically sits inside the tractor and it cuts it down. It's got like a variable rate. It goes up and down on your gate so you can get the accurate amount of fertilizer where you need it at. I hope I can pass it down to my sons and they will take care of the land and take advantage of the GPS system, the variable rate buggy, and anything they can get, take advantage of it because it'll benefit them.
We've been farming here since 1962, and some of these places that we're farming we've been on for 60 years this year. Some of them have been in production for over 100. So if we utilize the technology and continue to take good care of the land, then I see no reason why we won't be sustainable for another 100 years.
If you take care of the land is going to take care of you because this land has been here for centuries after century, and if you don't put nothing into the land, you won't get nothing out of the land.